Hello and welcome to Moffside, the first episode of 2020. A new year and a new decade. Fantastic stuff. Lots to look forward to. I'm joined, of course, as always, by Leds. How's it going, Leds?
Good, Stu. How are you?
Fantastic, thanks. Yeah, and Holes is here as well. How are you, Holes?
Hi, Stu. Good, thank you.
Did you have a good Holes?
Oh,
I had a feeling that was going to come.
already.
Yeah, it was really good,
getting
thank
really,
you.
Yeah, sweet. And we've got our very special guest on the show. If you had a look at our Facebook meanderings, I said it was going to be a new signing coming from a professional club, and he ticks all the other great boxes that the fans of the region like, because he's a local lad as well, and we were playing up front in the attacking midfield kind of positions that he makes a lot of danger for opposition in. And welcome to Moffside, Adam Hewson.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
It's great to have you. Now, I've picked up a couple of little observations about you, Adam. I'm just going to run them over here now, okay? So, first of all, Leds, what's the connection between Adam Hewson and Irish super rock band U2?
Adam secretly writes their songs. I don't know.
Yeah. No, Adam Hewson is an amalgam of two of the band members' names. Paul Hewson, a.k.a. Bono, and Adam Clayton on bass. So there you go.
Did you come up with that yourself?
I did, yeah.
That's quite impressive.
That's not a bad one, eh?
And
Another observation that Adam might get, and I think Adam, just stop me if I'm wrong, but Adam's the only person I know, I think, who uses Facebook the way that I do. One, you're a young person and use Facebook, so congratulations. And two, you seem to be like me, just you like every single football page in New Zealand, and then turn your feed into a football feed, and that's that's
a
what
lot
I
of
do
it
as well.
is.
Yeah,
I get told that a lot when people are looking, like see me scrolling, they're like, "Is there anything else about football?" It's like,
Yeah.
no, not really.
and I kind of know that because that's what I've done with mine. I've just turned mine. I've used the algorithm to turn it into just a football feed, but I've always seen that every time I go to like a page,
I've liked it.
you've liked it first, yeah. So anybody else watching out for that? It's usually me and Adam who are the first ones to like any football things, and also we're top fans just about everything.
Yeah. I've got those badges nowadays as well. A lot of pages.
So that's another great connection. So welcome to Moffside, Adam.
Thank you
For that as well. Let's put the timer on so we know when we're going to run out of time. So Adam, you were with Southern United last season.
Yep.
And you broke into the senior team.
Yep.
Played 5-6 games.
Yeah, I'd say after the youth season, decided to come down and started training that. Made the bench a few times.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
And the season before that, you kind of made a big impact playing for Queenstown Rovers.
Yeah, so started with Wanaka and just the Central League, and then when that Southern League split off and Queenstown were into that, I knew the coach over there, Jamie, and I'd played with him a few years before, so I just went over there, joined with him for that part of the Southern season, but it was good as well, Bit of travelling, but played against teams like the Christchurch teams I hadn't really played against, so it was good.
Yeah. And then National Youth League?
Yep, and then joined with them for Southern for that, and I thought we did really well there.
Yeah.
I think we finished up one of the top teams, but just missed out on
That's
a couple
right,
of points.
Second or third that year, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. With when Terry was...
Terry
and Cam and Harley,
Yeah. And then after that, senior National League ISPS Handus football with Southern United seniors. Like I say, I think 5 or 6 games. 6 games, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Something like that. And then you had a signing with the Phoenix.
Yeah, so I went up to the Phoenix Reserves up there, played with the academy there, and they play under Lower Hutt.
Yeah.
So for the Central League there, I played for the Lower Hutt.
Yeah.
Which was a good season. It's good, real good environment up there, and I enjoyed it while I was there.
Yeah.
Good coaches, good group of lads and all that, so it was good.
Yeah, good surfaces to up there.
Yeah. Well, a lot of turfs as well, so
Yeah.
it's hard to find a good grass pitch, but it's good to be on turf as well.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the Central League?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, real competitive.
Yeah.
Got a red card, so got a 4-game suspension on there, so I missed a few games for that, so it was a bit harsh, really.
Yeah.
You got a red card?
Yeah.
What's that for?
I came on as a sub, and we had lost 2-1 to Olympic, and I went up to the ref's hand, shook his hand, and I said that was a joke. And he sent me off and said it was something towards the referee, like abusive towards the referee.
Is that a PG version you're telling us?
Nah, it's 100% that's what it said.
4-game ban for
4 game, because it's against the referee.
Right. Were you just walking away and he just called you back over? Hang on.
Yeah, and he was
back.
like, so I shook his hand, turned around, and he goes, hang on, you're not playing next week, and sent me off after the final whistle and everything.
Right. There you go. That's a warning then for anybody else who's looking to get into the Central League. Be careful about
Just don't say a
being
word.
sarcastic to referees. So Central League. So did you come across Cam McKenzie? Cam was playing in the Central League.
Yeah, so he was playing for Stop Out. So that's
Yeah.
Lower Hutt's biggest rivalry. It's the two Hutt teams. Luckily, we got 2 wins over them, home and away, so it was good.
Yeah.
The club loved that, but yeah, it's good to see him out there. Good to be back.
Good to see him out there. Yeah, good connection there with the Central League and Southern United. Good to see a lot of backing forward motion there from Stop Out and
played with
Hutt.
Sam Pickering as well. So he was with Southern the year before, and he was up
That's
for
right,
Stop Out before he headed overseas. So
Yeah.
played with him as well against them. Sorry.
Yeah, fantastic. So now you've re-signed for Southern United for this season.
Yeah, so just came back a bit close to home, bit more enjoyed the environment up here, but a bit more down here. It's more of the men's football type thing, I think, which is a bit more suits me.
Yeah.
It's what I enjoyed. So yeah, looking to get back into it.
As opposed to playing more like youth under 19s.
Yeah. So I was probably one of the oldest ones up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I said, it's good if you want to be there and go as far as you can there. But
Yeah. Did you play for the Phoenix Reserves?
yeah, so we played 3 games with them.
Yeah.
Start of this season, and then got a concussion. So
Right.
as I said, haven't played since
Yeah.
got concussed the day before we played Auckland City. So
Oh, that's a shame. Because that was actually quite a good
Yeah,
result
it
for the Phoenix, wasn't it? Was that a draw?
Nah, it was 3-0 loss, but
Nearly. Close.
Yeah.
it was a television game. So the first team were on afterwards. So
Right.
youth squad was out against them, but they played well. They
Yeah.
were 1-0 for most of the game until I think the 80th.
Yeah.
But they conceded 2 late goals, but
Yeah.
it's football really.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. And as we've observed on Moffside this season, it's a very, very close league.
Yeah, it is.
Including the Phoenix Reserves this year as well.
Good run now.
Yeah. Who we have coming up
Yeah.
this Saturday at 1 p.m. on Sky Sports.
Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently 1:45 kick-off
1:45
time.
kickoff.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe there's a 45-minute preamble featuring Chief.
Maybe,
and-
Yeah, maybe
Liam Little.
just because of flight times and stuff.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it
Just
might
check
be
Sky
pushed back
Sports.
slightly.
Check Sky Sports. If you watch it from 1 p.m, then you'll be in
be
time to watch
Yeah.
it.
And
yeah.
if you don't have Sky, head over to the Southern United Twitter account for live updates.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Almost the same thing.
It's almost the same thing. Yeah. So you've been training now since pre-season. Sorry, training started in the winter break, which was when, Leds?
Well, so there was a couple of extras throughout Christmas. So the first block was the 29th and the 30th of December. There was 2 sessions on each day there. And then after that, we were back in the 3rd, 4th and 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that was for people that were in town. And then officially back on Tuesday was the kind of latest you could return.
Yeah.
So, yeah, personally, I came in on the 3rd, 4th and 5th. It was good. It was just getting kind of dusting the cobwebs off.
Yeah.
And then we started officially on Tuesday, and we were greeted with a fitness test.
All right.
Yeah, the speakers were
Big
out.
surprise though.
Well, not for me, because Stevie was in the office
Yeah.
that day, and he was asking Holly about the speakers, and that can only normally mean one thing, because
Yeah.
you need it's kind of like a beep test, so
Yeah.
you have to match the beep and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, as soon as I heard that, it just kind of ruins the rest of your day.
Yeah. I won't need the ball bag. You can leave that.
Yeah, leave them there. Just bring our runners.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. It's always worse thinking about it than when you actually do it.
Yeah.
But nah, I suppose it is kind of expected.
Yeah.
It's just a way of saying what condition you're in after Christmas, and
Yeah.
gives the manager and the staff an idea of how much people actually enjoyed Christmas.
Enjoy Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were told, absolutely 100% go and enjoy yourself. But and we all know this anyway. It can't just be 2 weeks drinking and eating whatever you want type thing, because that will take kind of 4 weeks to get rid of. So
Yeah.
you need to just manage it. Like here and there is fine, but
Yeah.
don't completely
Yeah.
blow it up.
Yeah. And of course, the last time I saw you was at the Football South end of year break.
No, Christmas Day for Moffside. remember?
Apart from Christmas Day, Moffside, yeah. But there were a few drinks just at the end of, just after the Auckland City result.
Yeah, so that was our staff party as well. So
Yeah.
I think that was a great night, great to get everybody together.
Yeah.
Because of how busy the schedule is. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You rarely get a chance to do that. So it was great to get everybody together and have a couple of drinks, and especially celebrate a fantastic result against Auckland as well, which was the main thing. But yeah,
and
good
with
night.
the Auckland City lads as well.
Yeah, well, yeah. Personally, I didn't engage. Can't say that for the rest of the lads, but yeah, I just kept me distance.
Yeah, I had a good little chat with Mario Billen.
Did you?
Yeah. And I went up to him and I said, "Hi, Mario. How's it going?" He said, "No, look, I'm good," because he actually does like that. And I said, I'm Stu. I'm with the Southern United lads, and I used to be the analyst. Now I've got a podcast. And he said, "Yes, I know who you are." And I just went, "Whoa!"
Is this Mario Billen or Aaron Schwarzenegger?
It's Mario. That's how Marion Billen talks, and he's exactly how you'd expect from watching him on the field. Yeah. He's exactly how. It's a little bit scary when he says, "Yes, I know who you are." It's like, well,
right.
like either
have a good night.
Either Auckland City like really do their research, or
this fella's not a fan.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So hi Mario, if you're listening. Great to have met you that night, and hopefully we'll meet again sometime. But it was good to tap to the Auckland City lads, because it really, because I was just talking to them. I spoke to Cam actually Hewson, and just said, he told me, "Oh, by the way, I'm a local lad," and I said, "Yeah, I know." And I said, "Well, what would it take for you guys to think about, like something like you think about coming back and play back in the region?" And he just laughed, because financials, there's just no way.
That's what it is. Not many players want to admit it, but it is just money, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the same time, like, the environment that he's in, like, as in the professionalism of it, and it all comes down to money, like.
Yeah.
At the moment, like, Surrey United can't offer that.
Yeah.
Now our environment, like, I've no doubt about it, is the best it could possibly be for the resources we have, like. But again,
that's the caveat, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Auckland City's budget is, like, I think it's about $1 million a season.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas ours is, I won't even get into it, but ours is about $20.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, that's the comparison.
And that's you paying them $20.
Yeah, exactly. Paying subs every week. Yeah. But that's just the reality of it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because of where they are, and yeah, again, it works so bizarrely here, but because of different trusts, and I think something has to do with slot machines.
Yeah.
What's that? What's that called? The Lion Foundation or something?
Yeah,
something
it's a gaming
like
trust.
That.
So
Yeah, the gaming trust or something like that. And like the figures that come into Auckland City from that type of stuff is absolutely outrageous. Like.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And
yeah.
We're like, if you compare now to 3 years ago, where we're attracting players like the likes of Joe Stevens, even Adam coming back from the Phoenix.
Yeah.
We're slowly getting there, and we're attracting bigger and better players each year. Like Chris Wingate, for example, this year. It's kind of a roll-on effect from Marcus last year. And I think when people come in that don't know much about New Zealand and they experience the environment, they're like, oh, shit, like this is actually top notch. Like, and that's what happened with Chris Wingate. Like, Chris has played in the MLS, and Marcus is a good friend, and basically said, if you want to change it up, do something different, I can guarantee that the football environment won't be much different. Like,
Yeah.
Like different in a lot of aspects, but as in training and on the pitch and coaching and players and stuff like that. It's a fantastic environment. Like, so we just do what we can, what we have.
With what we have, yeah. I mean, we've talked on the podcast a few times, Adam. I'm sure you're aware of this as well, about how we've tried to close the gap with training, with facilities, and on the field. And it's almost got to the point now that if we really are serious about making those final pushes to get higher up the table, that someone at some point has to really touch that subject that no one really wants to talk about. Yeah. Which is really how we're going to get some more money into how we're going to monetize Southern United so that we can actually really be competitive without it being like, without Danny having to, like, after the end of the game, it's Danny has to sweep up the stands afterwards.
Yeah.
And that's the question, isn't it, really?
Again, that's, in a way, like, that's what makes this club so special, I think. And because of stuff like you've said there, I think we have a really big focus on, and that's why we put the academy in place, that, we don't have the money to go and get a Cam Hewson. So let's try and develop the Cam Hewsons that are already here, and that they have something to actually look towards and a goal to try and achieve.
That's right, because the Cam Hewson was here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but again, he's just obviously going to get excited about offers that are probably triple, quadruple what you would have here, money wise.
Yeah.
So, but as I said, like, yeah, it's just a really, really unique region. But we've got the academy going now. I think Paul has invited 5 players that played in the 16s national age group team to come and train. Not every single session, but he'll invite them in maybe once a week, maybe twice a week if they're doing well. So we've got 16-year-olds running around that are really, really special players, but they like trying to get them into this environment as quick as possible and let them adapt and let them develop. That's our way. Like that's the alternative of offering Cameron House and whatever money he needs a week. Like, you know?
It is. Yeah,
it's just not there. Like.
And also, I think the NAGT stuff has also been a good window. The academy has been a good window for younger players, because I actually had an inquiry from Stop Out, again, this because I've got friends here on their coaching stuff, but making inquiries about a 2003 player, so who would have played in the NAGT capital side this 16s against you, saying, "Oh look, tell us about the scholarship stuff. We want to know if there's a good route through, a good pathway going through Southern." And so I gave them all the details. So and because they lost to Southern, in the tournament, so that they now know that that's an option. So now you're starting to get bits of feedback.
Exactly. Yeah, you just it takes a lot of time, but it's just more of a respect thing, I feel.
Yeah.
And previously, I think it's been a case of like football South national age group has been like Southern United in the National League. It's like, oh, we're playing football South or we're playing Southern United, like guaranteed 3 points.
Yeah.
Which we've talked about this lots and lots, even for the women's and the futsal and stuff like that. It's 100% not the fact anymore. And again, just takes time.
Do you have a little bit of regional pride, Adam, about playing for Southern? Do you think that's a little bit of a motivation for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much like the home team.
Yeah.
Like the top home team, like for the National League, so it's good. It's like you always want to play back home type thing. So yeah, for me it was close at home, and playing for a team that is pretty much home, it's good.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, and it gives you that bit extra to fight.
Yeah. Are you staying in Dunedin?
Yes, I live with my brother in Dunedin.
Right. Yeah.
So he's got a house here, so makes it pretty easy.
Yeah, makes it pretty easy. That's good. Fantastic stuff. Lads, are you ready with the first medium fire round of the 2020s?
Let's do it. Right, Adam. Medium fire round means like don't take ages to answer.
Yeah.
But you can elaborate. Like it doesn't have to be a one-word answer. All right.
Yeah.
Right. First one. Best player you've played with and against.
Does it count in trainings?
No. So
It's got to be a game.
So against, we'll say like one game, like you played a game against them, but played with, let's say you played like 3 or 4 games with them. Like.
Okay.
So the obvious one is me, but I'll just rule myself out for that.
Played against.
Tough one.
Tough one. Played against whose countries? Played against would probably be. Central League. I played against this one guy from Stop Out. He was a right centre back and just big, just like a rugby player. And just every time I got it, I just looked for him and he was just coming straight at you and would just clean you out.
Right.
So that's probably one of the hardest, just because every time I got the ball, I was like, "Where is he? Like,
strong,
he's gonna go
yeah,
through me straight away."
Yeah.
So Jono Lumaji.
Yeah. So I was just kind of scared of him because I knew he was just gonna flatten me every time I got it. So he's probably that one. And then I guess best one I've played with. I'll probably go with Suts, Sam Sutton from Phoenix. He's with the first team now, so made his appearance the other day, but just gets the ball when he always knows what to do. Supportive with it as well, and like if he needs you to do something, he won't just scream it at you, like he'll explain it. So yeah, give him the nod for that one.
Yeah, he's flying as well, especially in the National League. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, favourite football and memory?
I went to England a couple of years ago, just with the West Ham Oceania group, just on like a tour with an Australian team and my mate from back home. So that was probably one of the big experiences, just being over in England playing, travelling around playing other teams. then had a week staying in Upton Park, so West Ham's old ground. So staying in there, so pretty much open your curtains and you're looking out on the pitch there. So that's probably for me one of the top ones.
Good stuff. Right, if you could sign one player, so any player in the world, past or present, for Southern United, who would it be? Excluding
sign any
player in the world, like, but not Messi or Ronaldo.
I reckon for me it'd be Rashford. Just one of my favourites for United. Just think he's a great player, of course, and got a bit about him.
So of all the players in the history of the world,
yeah, I don't like the all-time. I'm current.
You're going
Who I
current.
want
Go for
nowadays.
Rashford?
Yeah.
I reckon Gareth's probably better than Rashford, but anyway.
Gabs would link with Rashford, I reckon.
Gareth reckons he's better than Rashford as well.
Would
Definitely.
link with them.
Yeah.
Okay, right, bit of left field. So mix it up 2020.
Yeah.
New year, new me and all that.
Yeah.
Right, the world's going to end at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Like 8 p.m. What do you do from now?
I'd get another training in. At least one training. One more training with the lads just to say final goodbyes. Probably go through a few more people, take them out.
So you're saying, like, we have training tonight. Like, if you found out now, like, that tomorrow at 8 p.m. the world's going to end, you'd go training tonight.
Yeah. Just so I got to see the lads one last time.
I'll open that one up to the room. Stu?
Me?
Yeah.
I was thinking I might just go and have a long sleep. Just just totally relax. I think I'll just like, okay, well, the world's going to end. I'm just going to relax. See ya.
The standard of answers here is sort of like, so Adam would go training, so basically nothing changes.
I'd go back
Stu
to
would go
bed.
for a nap. Like.
Yeah.
Holly?
I would probably just go buy a bunch of food and just eat it all, knowing that I've not got a care in the world.
Right. So
What would you do, Lids?
Yeah, I
We've
was
got
gonna say,
train,
we've gotta
we've
go
got go for a nap, and we've got eat. I'd probably just get as many people as I know, like, close to me together and just get pissed. Like,
Yeah.
you
See,
know,
maybe
just
I'll do
one-
that
When
after
I've had
training.
my nap, I'll join you on
I was
that.
going to say, yeah, he's going to have his nap. He's
Yeah.
going to go train, and I'll eat, and then we'll all join.
Yeah.
I'll come after training and
Okay.
see you.
Right, okay. Right, last one, Adam. Best advice you've ever received from a coach?
Guess just play with freedom and enjoy yourself type thing. Like, don't worry about it. Just do what you do normally. Don't overthink things. Just do what you see type thing.
Did that come from a specific coach?
Nah, I think a lot of coaches have got not like the same, but they just like, play with freedom. Like, it's when you're playing at your best is when you just got a clear head and just know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't overthink things too much, really. If you lose it, you lose it. But
Good stuff.
Mm.
Very good. This isn't part of the meeting for round, but I was just wondering as I was driving in. So you obviously signed for the Phoenix last year. Like, how did that come about, and how did you find out?
so I'd finished season here, and then Paul from here. So Paul O'Reilly had told me that Paul from up Phoenix wanted to have a chat and see what I was doing in that. So I was at work in Edward Gibbon in Dunedin, and I was walking into the smoker room to call, because originally I was going to Christchurch to Coastal Spirit, just because I'd been in touch with that coach and hadn't had any other ideas about me. So I was going in there to call the Christchurch Edward Gibbon manager to sort of work up there. And as I was walking in, I had a phone call from a random number. So I picked it up, and it happened to be Temps from up in the Phoenix. And then I guess just the whole thing of just being Phoenix and how good of experience it would be type thing, I just said, yeah, let's make it happen type thing. So it was probably a couple of weeks after that. I think it was, so we had the Southern United breakup. So the next morning I drove up with Dad to Wellington. And then from there it just kicked on, really. Got a job up there. And then just started training and into the Central League.
What does a day in the life of a Wellington Phoenix reserve look like?
Well, I guess a lot of them are still at school, really. So
Yeah.
some of them going to school, getting the van out to Lower Hutt for trainings. But like the boys that weren't, it's pretty much just you waking up. Some years are going to work. You going to the gym on a Tuesday, Thursday morning, and then training in the afternoon. So it's, I think now this year, I think they're training in the mornings. I think they're trying to suit it more to the first team, so base
Right.
off what the first team trains, so that if you get called in, you don't have to miss anything. You miss your session, but you're going straight to first team.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Did you just train every day?
pretty much. So
Yeah.
it was like if you played Sunday, you'd train Tuesday, but play Saturday, you'd train Monday. So it'd be like a Monday, there'd normally be one day off.
Yeah.
But like say it was the Thursday off, you'd have the gym in the morning.
Right.
So there was always something going on.
It's pretty full on.
Yeah, definitely full on, but
Yeah.
it's good.
Mm.
Good stuff.
What was the best advice you've ever received from a coach?
I knew this would come up because I asked him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pick one that came from a coach. I'm just going to pick my favourite football quote.
Right.
So I think it was from Jordi Cruyff, but basically said that like football is a very simple game, but it's
Really hard to play it simply.
something like that.
Yeah.
So that's like, because like anybody that knows me knows I'm just pass the ball, just keep it,
Yeah.
and that's what I pride myself on, and as a player and a coach type thing. But it is I like players that just keep it simple and keep the ball moving. I think it's a lot harder to do than it looks.
Yeah.
So that's not the best advice because he didn't tell me that personally, but but that's my favourite.
Yeah.
Kind of football and quote.
Yeah. So when you went to Phoenix, Adam, were there still professionals in the Phoenix reserves, or have they changed that system now?
Nah, so it's kind of different each week. So like, it's only for the National League, but you don't really know. It just depends on what the first team's doing, how the injuries are. Like, if they're playing a Saturday and we're a Sunday, then we might get the ones that didn't play, type thing. But you never really know.
Yeah.
You're not getting the same every week type thing. It's always different, or you might get none.
Yeah. Is it an inclusive club atmosphere?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like you're always included with everything. So that's another good thing about it. It's all like there's no different groups. There's no this group, that group, this thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's just together, which is good as well.
Yeah, and a good time to be involved with the Phoenix, of course.
Yeah.
You
Same.
played a pre-season friendly with the first team, did you?
Yeah. So I think it's just a type of not charity, but just type of thing where they go over and play Wairarapa. So Wairarapa put together a select team. So it's just a bit of a thing just for the people in Wairarapa to go watch the Phoenix type thing.
Yeah.
So a few of us went over and just played with them. So it was like awesome experience just to be lined up with them, and even just get into a few trainings with them was awesome.
Yeah.
So what was that game like? Like
Yeah,
when you're
intense.
lining up against or beside them boys, like.
Yeah, so I think we all came on like the 60th,
Mm.
but like it's just, even though it was against like Wairarapa, who weren't one of the strongest teams, it was still good that night. It was just so much more intense, like just not the atmosphere, but just like being on there. It was like, what am I doing here? Like, who do I need to be by? Like, who am I picking up? Just everything was a lot more go type thing.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I think the Phoenix reserves in the National League, it's a great example of development, isn't it? Because when you get people who are saying, oh, well, they end up at the bottom of the table every season, blah, 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 what's the point? But then you actually look at the players who've come through the Phoenix reserves and played in the National League, like Singh, like Rufa, like McGarry, they're all, they've gone on to play, have professional careers. Okay, they didn't win many games, or some seasons they didn't get many points.
Yeah.
But that's not really the point, is it? In the development side, and especially in the National League. So, just when anybody goes online as an armchair warrior to criticise the Phoenix reserves and say what a waste of time it is, and just point at the fact that they've got these players now who've gone on to ultimately Bayern Munich, to
I think you do you have to find the balance as well. So like to be completely honest, I hate playing against the Phoenix reserves, because it's 16, 17-year-olds who have absolutely no fear and play without consequences. So they're so brave in possession, which again I love, and really hard to play against. But at the same time, when you're in that environment and you have them resources available, you need to, there's nothing wrong with learning how to win as well. So what I mean by that is, I think we played the Phoenix in Sunnyvale last year, maybe the year before. I think we won 4-0, but it was I think we were 3-0 up, and they'd still risk the life out of it.
Yeah, they
would.
I mean? They'd still go six up front. Yeah. Yeah,
and that's great for development, 100%. But you look at the first team now, and I think they're after adding that we are going to try and be expansive and play nice football, but we'll be nasty people to play against as well. We have that side, and that comes from I think the likes of Stephen Taylor and Gary Hooper, who have just outrageous amount of experience. So like the Phoenix Reserves, absolutely 100% about development. But like it's similar to national age group. I was speaking to a couple of New Zealand football staff up there. One of them made a very good point that like 100% it's about development at this age. But there's nothing wrong with experience and learning tournament football while you're there. So basically, if you're 1-0 up and there's 5 minutes to go, there's nothing wrong with being tight and compact and hard to play against and let them have the ball. You know, you need to learn that side of the game as well. Even if it's just for 1 week out of the year, like the rest can be about development 100%. But there's nothing wrong with adding that bit to your game while you're there in a tournament environment. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. It was a very good point that he made. Like, you know,
and although the Phoenix aren't actually bottom at the moment, and you know they're second from bottom, but at the same time, they do seem more like that, more like what you've just mentioned this season. They do look like they're actually going out to try and get
absolutely.
Results
They're adding that little bit of nastiness to them as well.
And even though I did get that result against Auckland wrong, I remember watching that game and thinking this is bloody close. I thought it was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was. I think it was that 1-0 in the 85th minute or something. The 2 late goals. But yeah, they've just like technically they're the best, pretty much the best players in the country at their age. But yeah, just adding that little nasty side, I think, is probably what you need to go to the next level. You know. Yeah. Like I'll use little Cam McKenzie as an example. Yeah. So Cam's been an absolute godsend this year. Like what I think first half of the year he's probably close to being player of the year for us so far. But he played again. Paul asked him to play centre mid against Auckland City. Yeah. Which he's probably never played before. Like he's an attacking player, plays in the 10 or plays out wide, and like I was chatting to Paul about this, and Paul said you don't really remember him making a tackle. But he's a little rat. Yeah. You know what I mean? He'll just run around, and because he's so small, he'll just kick people's heels and get in people's faces and stuff like that. Yeah. And you know that's a side that not many players hit. One, his age, and two, the type of player he is. That, like not many players like that have that. No. So that's the example I'd give. Like absolutely.
Cam Hewson absolutely hated that.
All of them, every single one of them.
Even Mario Billen hated it.
Yeah, hated it. They just kept saying, I think it was Moira Bevan kept saying, get that little rat off the pitch. Yeah. I was like, Cam, if they're saying that, you're winning. You know, just be that little nasty beep to play against. And then when the ball at his feet, he's excellent. You know, so that's the example I'd give.
But he can buzz so much. He's got so much energy to.
So much energy, yeah. Such a great kid, and wants to learn, wants to improve, soaks up everything.
Much like Adam Hewson.
Absolutely.
And on that, we'll just sign off for this episode. So thanks for coming in, Adam. It's been great to have a good chat with you.
Awesome, thanks for having me.
Great to see you in the blue again this season. Thanks for coming in, Leds and Holes. And just remains to say now that don't forget to watch the game on Saturday, 1:45, more likely on Sky Sports. I'm going to have to do a new sign out, aren't I now? So,
I see you were so meant to say it.
So it's 2020, so let's just say...
Hewson.
Hewson.